Alright, you're right. That was a bit longer than a minute. I had to go all the way across to grab this beer as well. There we go. Let's do this, chat. Not every drink. Not every drink we take will be a drink they take. 1 minute, 6 seconds, you monster! How dare you leave us for that long? How dare you! I know, I'm an evil person. I really am. I really am. Alright. By the way, for those who didn't see, we had the weirdest bug right there earlier today. It was crazy. Blood vial, very nice. So first, ISO lies to Shrim. That's right. I am dishonest with people on the internet. How dare I? What's your favorite drink? Probably gin and tonic. But I'm drinking a Blue Moon right now. A nice, generic wheat beer. You have the physics up 7.2 at full health blood gym on. I do! I do indeed. I think. Can you even... I do, yes. Every time you die, you finish your beer. Also, get Steen ready to take you to the hospital. I will. I will tell her right now. No! I unequipped my my weapon. Wait, can you visceral without a weapon? That's right. I don't think we can do that one. I assume you can. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's what I figured. Dang, that would kind of make a fist-only run of this game quite fun. That would make it really fun. Saw that coming. I didn't see that coming. Nice. Blood vials. Oh, Stina. You're a little nasty. Stina. What are you talking about? Just pump Dex up? Yeah, or skill, I guess, but whatever. Same deal. I still think of it as Dex as well, Blow. Everything with their fist in their chest, or their butt, or wherever we decide to put our fist, I guess. But yes, indeed. Actually would be. Oh, Steen. I see. Yes, Steen is my girlfriend. Do I live with at the moment? Yes, indeed. Alright. My partner! Oh, I really need to stop dying to that! Alright, cheers, guys. There's one death. You lucky bastard! I am a lucky bastard. I really am. Very much so. Custard! There it is! That's right. You lucky custard, in fact. Alright. Let's not die there. Wow, this beer is actually fantastic. It's kind of hot in my studio right now, so it feels nice to have a cold beer. Triangle is the least efficient regular shape. Wait a second, that's not true. Aren't triangles like fantastic for architectural purposes? Alright, I'm turning into a pumpkin. Don't turn into a pumpkin. You'll have the princess ride you to a ball. Actually, no, that sounds kind of nice, actually. Never mind. Do you, Dagon? Bad triangle. What do you mean? Good night, Blow. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your sleep. I did. That was the surgery was for. That's right. If you want to maximize area with limited perimeter. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, I see. If you want those specific things to do. Okay, I'll buy that. That's fine. I keep forgetting that... Ooh, we almost kill him now. Stop it! Oh, we're fine! Oh. Got him! Very good, very good. Alright, one more. A bad example for the underage viewers, bad triangle. No, I'm not. Why is drinking a bad example for underage viewers? Just because they can't do it doesn't mean that, it's a bad example. Hey, Joe, welcome in, my friend, and thank you very much for the host, dude. How are you today? And how was The Strim! It's a good question, Classified. There are quite a few. I believe 9 demons is. It's good to see you. Simply known, that is not a clip we should be sharing. Dude, how was the stream? How was the Dark Souls 3 shenanigans? I assume that's what you're still doing, and cheers, my man. Hope you're doing fantastically. Oh, no, I know you were a big bad. I was just memeing you right back, dude. Listen, you said it, I did. Oh, you know, just dying to Twin Princes again, very nice. Sounds like a swell time. I assume, did you get any better at all at the fight? Hopefully just a bit. Hey, Bean, thank you for that follow, or Bina, I guess. For those of you who have not been here before, we are a variety stream. We like to play a shit ton of different games, and we're currently on some Soulsborne and some Darkest Dungeon kicks, but we have a lot of games coming down the pipe here in the next couple months. It's been a grand time. This is my first Blood Level 4, though I have done a Soul Level 1 of Dark Souls Remastered. So I'm relatively new to challenge runs. But oh, so enjoying dying a lot. Strimma sent me and I obey, as you should. Everyone should always do what streamers say, especially the good ones, like Joe DD. And by the way, guys, speaking of that, do what I say right now, and go follow Joe! I promise you, you won't regret it. I'm gonna link it in chat, so it's gonna be super easy. Especially if you want to see someone who's actually good at Bloodborne, right there in the chat. Go do it. He deserves it. He's a beast. He's a legend, and he just completed his first no-hit any % run of Bloodborne recently. There it is. I love the sub. I love it. I figured out how to stop my 4D print forms falling out of reality. Really Classified. And do elaborate. I would love to hear. It was a permadeath run. Oh no! So wait, did you get to Dancer without dying though? If so, that is a huge achievement. That means you're almost there. That means you're really close to almost there. I feel you, Joey. I do as well. I'm a sucker for Bloodborne. Me too. This game is so good. This is only my second time actually playing through it. So, and the last time I played through it was several months ago. I'm definitely relearning the game, and relearning a lot of these fights as well, and doing so at Blood Level 4, which has been quite amazingly challenging. I've been reveling in it. We're currently bashing our face arbitrarily against Parl, and failing miserably, which has been great. We're 2 bosses in, 3 technically if you count the Witches of Hemlock, or Hemwick, but meh, no one really counts those. Play Bloodborne, I can't afford the game console for it. I'm sorry to hear that. I would highly recommend it if you ever do. So why Blood Level 4 run as opposed to 1? Because the lowest level class you can have in this game, simply known, is level 4. So in these Souls games, you start out at level, if you pick the right class, like in Dark Souls 1 is Pyromancer. I think the other ones it's the naked dude or whatever. You start out at level 1, and this one is just 4. Don't you drink blue elixir? Blue elixir? Why are we drinking blue elixir? To get through specific areas? We got all the way to Princes, just him and Soul of Cinder, and the end to the end of the run. Dude, that is so close, my man. Cheers, dude. You're gonna get it so soon. As soon as you can figure out how to kill those guys off, that'll be it. That'll be it, because again, you said you're confident with Soul of Cinder. How many runs did you do? Did you just do 1? I assume, probably correctly, that you're not super fast at the game since you haven't played it really that much, but who knows? Maybe you're already a beast. You did pick up Bloodborne pretty damn fast. Hell yes! Me too, Big Bad Wolf. Alright, let's go back in one more time. Actually, we might do this a couple more times to farm up some blood vials, and then go face Parl again. Yep, just 1 run. I'm real slow with the routing right now. Absolutely. I mean, it takes a while to memorize those sorts of things. I have never, ever memorized a well-routed formation on a Souls game. I just kind of wander around aimlessly enjoying the game, because that's honestly how I like the games. I love exploring and finding cool things. But I think it would be fun to learn a route eventually at some point. What beer is that? That is a Blue Moon, a pretty generic wheat beer that is easy on the palate and very nice to drink. Away! Sitting right in front of the Parl name, so boss is not Parl, it's Dark Beast Trongle. That's right. That's exactly who it is. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Dark Beast Triangle, the legendary electrical beast. So yeah, I'm starting to see what you meant by the way of having to farm up beast pellets. It's awful. I need to pick this game back up. I started with a whip sword and was getting nowhere. Don't judge me. I did the whip sword play, the cane whip is what I'm assuming you're talking about. Whole first playthrough, all bosses plus DLC, and it is challenging at first, but once you learn to parry that weapon is really, really good. So, not only do I recommend you pick the game back up, because what? He's dead! Because it's a great game, but also, I recommend you, if you, feel like you could potentially, try and stick with that weapon. Because it is so much fun later on. It's so much fun. Just level skill all the way up and just freaking punch things in the face and rip their guts out with viscerals. It's amazing. But yeah, absolutely. You ought to let me know if you do pick it back up. Don't judge me. It's a fantastic game. It absolutely is. Dark Beast Triangle, Hand of Thunder. That's right. That is I. I got the game for free on PS Plus. Very nice. That's actually... I didn't buy it for free on PS Plus. Or I didn't get it for free on PS Plus, but I did... buy it around that time because I knew I was gonna like it and I like to own games. So I picked it up about around the time you did as well when I first played it. So that's awesome. It definitely can be challenging, especially if you're super low damage. So for those that don't know, we're currently just farming up blood vials, getting enough to go back face Parl a couple times, try our best. Is there a Scythe game that is not the in-game boss made Scythe? It absolutely is. There absolutely is definitely something known. There is a really good one in the DLC, and there's another one as well. This will be my first Souls game experience. Hey, it's a great one to start with, because it doesn't have any like other storylines that you might need to play first. And it's a bit more fast-paced, and it's a nice level of difficulty as well. Especially the base game bosses. Once you learn the patterns of them, if you level up health and stuff, are not that challenging. I am having a lot of trouble with a lot of the base game bosses right now because I'm getting one shot. And also what is actually interesting is me killing them fast on my first playthrough is kind of coming back to bite me, because since I don't really know the patterns, because I kind of just murdered them in like 5 to 10 tries, I'm getting just one shot, and it's been kind of funny to experience, actually. I'm getting bit in the butt for the ones I didn't have to grind out the first time through. If you want a similar difficulty, you should try Mario or Pong! Nah. Pong? Pong's very challenging, actually. I've always been just awful at Pong. Alright, let's kill this guy as well. So there's actually a Cleric Beast right up here who we'll be killing later on. Probably we're gonna wait until we get a higher level weapon before we do that. Oh god. Ah! Almost killed by a birdo. There it is. Okay. So that's the last blood vial we can grab here. We're gonna do one more rotation of this, I think, and then go fight Parl a couple more times. I think the best we've done versus Parl is about half health. It's been a challenge. You got burbed! I did. Dog burbed, to be specific. Joe, I've also been running along this gate every time I come through here to see if I can replicate the conditions of getting freaking burned by the gate randomly. Completely randomly. My first Souls game was way back in the day with Dark Souls 1 when it initially came out. Then I played a bit of Dark Souls 2 but didn't finish it. And then the first Souls game I really think of as my first Souls game now is Dark Souls 3, because it's been so long since I played the original when I was just a child when I did. I have no idea about that fire gate. That was so weird, dude. That was just very intensely random. Very intensely random. Legion, enjoy your time in the Ban Oasis, my friend. I will see you when you get back. Unlucky as always, dude. Unlucky as always. I'm confused. Do you fight the bosses in a certain order, or do you just wander around and find them? I was stuck at Cleric Beast. So, Cleric Beast is an optional boss that you can fight from the very beginning of the game, but that you do not have to. And so the main storyline bosses you have to fight in a specific order, but there are quite a few optional ones, especially if you include the DLC, that you can fight in any arbitrary order you would like. So Cleric Beast was I actually did. I beat Cleric Beast with Cane Whip my first playthrough at, like, I think level 14, something like that, and it was a challenge. But if you wait, you'll come back and basically just, like, 3-shot him. So if you're really struggling with Cleric Beast, I definitely recommend you going farther in the game and fighting Gascoigne, who is a little bit easier, I think, for a beginner. Especially because you can cheese him by just blocking his whole body off against tombstones. Got him with a bag swing! Beautiful. Once the before ends, so that explains everything. Absolutely, yeah. And to be completely honest, even as a semi-experienced Souls player, I played all the Souls games now, except for Demon Souls. I still get lost in some of these games. I've been lost once in Bloodborne, and I played the whole game all the way through all bosses in this playthrough. Not like lost, but like a bit confused as to where I needed to go. So it can definitely be a challenging game to route around if you don't know it super well, like, for example, Joe DD knows it super well. But it's a fun game to explore. Actually, that is part of the allure to me, like the draw to the games for me, is that they're so wide open and kind of exotic in all of the different areas and all the different bosses that just wandering around, kind of like in Hollow Knight, if anyone's ever played that before, is a stellar experience for me. Even if I don't know exactly where I'm going, especially first playthroughs. That's one of the reasons people like to play them so completely blind, especially on Twitch. I'm gonna die, don't you! Damn it. I wanted those blood vials. Alright, that means we gotta come back here one more time, which does mean we get more blood vials, but also means that we died. Sometimes when I find with overleveled enemies in some games, I die to random world features. Same. I've done that before. Like the bird attacking you. Hell yeah, it's really cancer. Especially when you saving experience in Souls games. It happens to me a lot in Dark Souls 2. Interesting. I don't really mind dying to random things in worlds. I kind of like it, unless it's like the 5th or 6th time. I don't know why I shot him there. Another thing you'll probably want to learn, don't judge me, is if you do pick up the game again, is how to parry effectively. Which I will now demonstrate. And probably fail, but which is fairly easy in this game. You wait for them to attack at the right moment, and then you do that. And if you are in the right area of their body, you'll actually visceral them and do a shit ton of damage, especially if you're using the Cane Whip since it scales with Dex or skill. There's a Jumps Gatling gun for life, or you could just do that, or you could just do that. That is also a distinct possibility. Watching anime, my friend recommended engage lurk mode. Nice. What anime does it happen to be? Nine Demons. I like it too, mate. Still sometimes it becomes, yeah, I completely agree. Like for example, earlier on we were going towards the Witches of Himwick. We just kept dying to these random enemies. These ladies with weird like sticks and irons they're holding, and that is no fun after the 3rd or 4th time. I actually get a butt, was trash at it, yeah, absolutely. Same when I first started. It's just a learning thing, especially with different enemies as well. It's a rando with a tombstone kept hitting me too. A rando with a tombstone. Were you getting invaded? You might be. The game has enough options for replacing parries that you never. Yes, that's absolute. I completely agree. I just find it fun, and it's a very good way to kill bosses, especially. For example, I never use like mid-animation transformation attacks on my first playthrough. Like, not even, like maybe once. But they are super good and super important to use. Though less so with the Cane Whip because it's not as accessible since they have such a range difference between the two. I think one of their bodies fell through the floor so it didn't drop anything. That's kind of lame. No, he was an enemy on a side street in the beginning. Was he like a big troll guy? Oh, wait a second. You might be talking about the big axe guy. Are you talking about the executioner, perhaps? Maybe. Come here. Alright. Now he should, yeah, he's gonna drop some blood vials, and we can go ahead and get murdered by Parl again. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. So his 2nd and 3rd stage really have been seem like they're going to pose a big challenge for me since we don't have a lot of health, and he has such wide arcs of AoE damage. I think we're just going to have to be careful and hope for the best. Again, we're not going to be using Beast Blood Pellets because I don't have any. I have one. And I'd like to save it for a fight where I know I'm going to win, or I know if I have enough damage I'll win. Like maybe Amelia if I can get good at the fight at some point. Maybe. I think so. I got so close to killing him so many times, so to realize I didn't need to kill him, I just moved on. Yes! I experienced a very similar thing my first playthrough of this game. Except I did kill him eventually, but again, I have a lot of experience with Souls games, so it was probably much easier for me having had previous practice than it would be for you. But I died him like 6 or 7 times and then finally killed him and moved on, knowing he was optional eventually, which is quite cool. But yeah, I bet that's who it was. Actually, I might even be able to show you. Well, never mind. We'll just keep moving. For example, in Neo, I was saving Emerita for level up. I died fairly and dropped my Emerita. Absolutely. When I was fighting to get my Emerita back, I died to an elemental head that attacked me from behind. Then I dodged the demon's attack. I had 1 hit to die health. Lost all my Emerita. Yeah, okay, I actually have been there before as well. Kissel, that is rough. But not Kissel. Big Bad Wolf. 9 demons. Enjoy your time in the Bad Oasis, my friend. It would have been down the ladder and went left to the side street. You would have been there. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, let's go battle Parl again. This dude is crazy. And one of the reasons I struggle so much with this fight is that, literally, I've never fought him before. Because I came back very in-game because I remembered he was a boss that I could go kill. And 3-shot, like actually 3-shot him. Like 1 whip, 2 whip, the second whip visceraled him, then punched him in the face, ripped it out, and murdered him. And it was crazy. So I have no idea what his attack patterns are. I'm starting to learn them, but again, we're not using any Beast Blood Pellets, so we'll get there. We're gonna die a couple times here, enjoy some experiences. We're just made aware that you can shoot him in the face to stagger him, so we will absolutely be doing that as well. Parl as hell. Parl is a challenge. His AoE, especially if you're doing it at such low damage, can be problematic. I just want to kill Cthulhu-looking dudes. Well, you will eventually get to, and Cthulhu-looking ladies as well, at some point in the game. Actually, if you stick around, are there any Cthulhu-looking dudes we're going to kill soon? Probably not, to be honest. The 2 main Cthulhu-looking dudes are Britas, the daughter of the Cosmos, is a very hidden optional boss who we will be trying to kill this run. And then, what's the guy that's in the dungeon, guys? He's in like the weird arena, in like the strange nightmare place. What's his name? He kind of reminds me of Midir with his giant laser. You have the gem you get from Amelia. It's so much easier, really. Wait, why is that? Explain to me, Joe. I would love to hear that. Again, guys, feel free to drop tips whenever you want. I may not listen to them, but I would love to hear them at the very least. All right, Amygdala. Thank you, Parasophly. Yes, absolutely that. All right, this calls for a sip of the beer. Let's go die a painful death from electrocution. Let's do it. One-shot me! Or somebody's boss named after the parts of the brain! You know what? Interesting. Maybe, actually, because the amygdala is a part of the brain. I don't know if it's spelled that way, but absolutely. Magnesium adds 30% physical damage to bees. Ooh, interesting. So we would have already killed him almost once. We got him down to about half health. It would have got him down to about probably about 2/5 health, something like that instead. Add fire paper. Actually, I assume he's vulnerable to fire paper, right? Since he's electrical. Maybe not, actually. I actually don't know. Aren't dark enemies usually resistant to fire a little bit? That was an awful fight, by the way. Again, we want to be trying to stagger him. The problem is we just don't really do a whole lot of damage, so it's hard to do enough damage to a single leg to actually stagger him without Beast Blood Pellets. It's like having a super late game gem mad early for this fight. Interesting. So I think we might actually go, no. I kind of want to just walk in here and murder the guy. Fire, paper, pellet, Amelia Gem. You can stagger lock him on Blood 4. I've seen people do it before. Yeah, he's super weak to fire. Good. Let me consult my Pokemon handbook for his weaknesses. There it is. Learn it. It is fire. I assumed it would be. Oh god, no! Whoa, I actually dodged his AoE attack. Like, in the middle of his AoE attack. I actually didn't even know that was possible. The nice thing about dying early is we don't use any blood gems. The bad thing is we die early. That's usually what happens. We either get one shot within his first, like, 10% of health, or we keep going. The iframes! Right, I know, right? Dark Souls looks so slow after played Neo. It's even same for Bloodborne. I don't know. I wouldn't say. Okay, I would say, especially the way you played Neo, it was very fast paced. But I would say Bloodborne is like. Okay, Dark Souls is like 50% the pace of Neo, and then Bloodborne is like 75% the pace of Neo. That would be my interpretation. They're pretty similar though. The iframes and the death after 5 hits. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna run it down this fight until we run out of blood vials. And then, I think we might go fight Amelia. Good night, Parrish. Enjoy your night. Thank you for being here. Oh, and dude, good luck on your interview, my man. You're gonna nail it. I believe in you. Have a great night, dude. And good vibes your way. Just iframe the death. That's right. That's exactly right. What is the iframes? What are the iframes? It's the invincibility frames. Basically where you can't get hit while you're dodging. Take care indeed, Parrish. Enjoy your night, man. Alright. That side swipe is what gets me like 90% of the time. For Griffin, thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. What? His swipe in front of him while I was under his body actually got me. That's crazy. Damn it, dude. I was not expecting that. Normally we can dodge straight through that attack. That was really a really weird hitbox. Not that awful, but a bit weird. I get it because he has a long hitbox. He has long hitboxes because he has AoE electrical damage following them. Still felt a bit odd there. Still felt just a bit odd. He stabbed your heart and bye-bye triangle. He did. He literally shocked us to death. Electrocuted. Feels good, man. We can do this. We definitely can do this. Again, the farther we get in the fight, the harder it gets as well. So I would like to get the beginning more consistent so we can actually start learning the end-game fight. It's the same patterns. He just has more massive AoE, which is pretty awful. Did you get him? Got him? Shocked? He did get shocked. I was shocked that I died. That would have been a better pun, Big Bad Wolf. Were you shocked that you died? kill the Custard. The world says these are shoulders with a Chosen One triangle. Maybe we should switch over the Chosen thing to Joe. Let's do that. Let's give Joe the Chosen One thing. That sounds fantastic.